Yo, Joe, what's in the bag?
What's in the bag? What a question. Let's see what's in the bag of my Siser goodies. So we got a couple of freshly decorated hats with Siser HTV. I have a wine bag decorated with that precious rose gold glitter. And then a slew of different decorated garments. So let's discuss a little bit about these different substrates that we press the Siser HTV on. So for example, these two hats we have here, this one I press with Siser Brick 600, two different colors right on the hat with a cap press. This one is designed with Easy Weed, and Easy Weed glow in the dark is that white. So this actually works out really well when you're flashing at night. This right here is a canvas wine bag that we press with a home iron using the rose gold glitter vinyl. And now all these different garments, a lot of common questions we hear all the time are, what kind of fabrics are the Siser HTV going to work on? I have a whole different variety of different fabrics, blends. For example, right here, I have a tri-blend garment that I have used different Easy Weed and Easy Weed stretch colors on, all pressed at separate times. This works out really nicely for thinner fabrics. That is one thing you're going to want to determine. The thinner it goes, you might want to consider using a thinner product, just like Easy Weed stretch or regular Easy Weed. So this way you're able to move with the garment and it stretches as you're moving around. So this was a great option for this type of garment. Now, I have a hoodie that has actually, let's see, I have Easy Weed Electric, I have Easy Weed Glow in the Dark, I have Holographic, I have Strip Flock, and I have Brick 600. So this is an example of blending all sorts of Siser HTVs into one transfer. And then with the hoodie, this is most common concern is the uneven pressure. So just for you to watch out when you are pressing, that you are getting accurate pressure in the area you're pressing on. So hoodies are usually one we hear a lot from, that something might fall off, and mostly because the uneven pressure, and there's a lot that plays into this one. You have the pocket right here that can give you uneven pressure. You have the hood up here with the strings that might give you uneven pressure. The seams alone might. So you might want to look into getting heat transfer pillows, or you can use mouse pads if you don't have that. Things that are going to be able to target the area you're pressing on. So that's another example of various Siser HTVs. This is one of our latest reflective materials called Easy Reflective. This right here is one of our thinnest reflective materials with the pressure sensitive backing, cuts nicely, and this can work on any style of garment. Right here I just have it at a standard 100% cotton t-shirt, but if you're going to go work out at night, you're going running, you're going to want a product like this that's going to show that reflection in case lights are out, anything like that, great option. So here is a great example. Halloween has passed, but this is actually our Easy Weed Glow in the Dark. It does show white when it is light out, but as soon as the lights go out, this actually glows a fluorescent green. It's actually really spectacular to see at night. To charge it up, just hang out in the sunlight or hang out in the fluorescent lights. Actually, use a black light if you have one. That'll charge it even faster. We did just find that out. So try that out. This is just 100% cotton t-shirt. Works the same way regular Easy Weed does, but it glows at night. This is another popular example with the tank tops, layered a few different Easy Weeds on it. We have Easy Weed Stretch, and Easy Weed Electric, all blended together, just showing the versatility of the Easy Weed family. But this is another example of watching out for uneven pressure when you're pressing on it. You have the big collar here, you have the seams here. This way, like I said before, you want to look into maybe getting a heat press pillow, things that are going to give you the pressure that you're going to need in order to do projects like this and work with textiles like this. Now, a very popular one we hear about is pressing on rayon. Now this is an example of easy weed stretch on rayon. It will apply, but fabrics like this you might want to test on your heat press under the condition of the heating element. So you want to make sure that it's not too abrasive on your garment before you press it. So always make sure you look at what the textile is made from or the materials used for it. So it doesn't hurt to lower your temperature a little bit when you are working with Easy Weed. If I say 305 and you know it's going on a finicky product like this, you might want to bring it down a little bit lower to about 285 and press it a little bit longer for about 15 seconds. This will work. Just make sure you have the good pressure you need in the area you're pressing on. Here I have a deep V. You want to watch out for that when you're setting it up on your heat press. So make sure you have the area you want that you're pressing on and you have even pressure. This is a great example of what we hear all the time. It looks like we have multiple glitter pieces layered right on top of each other, but this is actually a knockout design. So all these glitters, this translucent glitter that we have, the circles, are placed inside of the other glitter that we have, the pumpkin, the copper color. So this is actually placed in and pieced the second layer directly into it. So all the glitter you see on here is actually touching the fabric. So that is an option to give the illusion of layering glitter because, as you probably know, we don't recommend layering glitter on glitter. So to avoid any washing and falling off or anything like that, please do not try layering it on. You can do this design like this. It's called the knockout, or you can do the trapping method. So this is one thing you're going to want to consider when you want to give the multi-glitter effect. This is your standard baby size t-shirt, which not quite the onesie, but the onesie is one that we usually hear questions on, as well as smaller shirts like this that might not fit on your heating platen, or you might worry about the collars. This is another great example of why you might want to look into heat press pillows. This way you're actually avoiding the collars or the seams you see here and the collar itself. With onesies you also have the buttons that come at the bottom. These are things that will play in uneven pressure, so make sure you do the initial work before you go to press it because we want it all to work copacetically. And lastly, we have a great option for a bag, a tote bag. So this one we designed and we had ready for Halloween season. This is just our regular holographic material and strip flock, both on a canvas tote bag. This right here was an example where all we did was actually knock the heat down a little bit longer and or a little bit lower, and we pressed it a little bit longer because we knew that this material might be a little bit abrasive under the heat. So that's all it took for this. Another thing to remember is that garment going to be laundered? Because that is one thing to consider. If you know you're going to throw it in the wash and in the dryer, then that is where you really want to adhere to the application instructions that we have for you. Now, if you know you're not going to wash it, it's okay to knock the temperature down a little bit and increase the dwell time. So these are a bunch of examples of various things that you can press on with Siser HTV. There's so much more. Just keep trying, keep experimenting, and have fun with it.